Hello everybody. So we're just going to recap some of the things that you can do with this elastic band. There's loads and loads of things you can do, but I'm just going to give you kind of 5 minutes of things you can do with your toes. So first of all, I want you to come so that you're seated on your mat. You don't need a mat for this though. Now, what I want you to check when you're sitting is that you can sit up and maintain this position where you're sitting up nice and tall. Now, certainly for me, I will find that if I'm here for too long, I'm going to start to tilt. As I start to sort of concentrate on what I'm doing, I'm going to lose this position. And can you see how I'm slumping a little bit here and a bit up here? And one way that you can prevent that is to put something underneath you. So sit on something like a towel, something fairly firm, so that it will allow you just to lift up a little bit, and you'll find that that will take some of the tension away so that you can maintain this nice upright spine. Okay, now I'm going to twist around a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. There we go. Okay, so take your elastic band and you can choose, you can place the elastic band down the base of your toe, or you can bring it a little bit further up so it's more towards where your toenail is, higher up, and just choose that based on what feels best for you, and then you can move on to the other way when you're kind of a little bit more used to it, so progress. Right, now from here, just take a moment to check that you're sitting up nice and tall. If you want to, you could bring your hands behind your head, and you might just find that a little bit more challenging. It's going to help you to open out. If that doesn't feel great for you, then just leave your hands down by your sides. Okay, now from here, we're going to do some work to help bring your big toes into their right alignment. So I want you to think about turning out your leg from the thigh bone. So this isn't your ankle doing the work, it's your whole leg that's going to rotate, and I just turn that leg out to the side, and then I'm going to bring it back. Okay, so you might feel like your bum is working here to help you get that to rotate out to the side and back again. Let's do 3 more. And release. So rotating from the thigh, keeping the rest of the body nice and tall. And release. Now we're going to swap, and we're going to do the same with the other leg. So you're rotating out to the side and back again. And as you're doing this, I want you now to think about your breathing, just taking nice deep breaths. And one more. And then just floating your arms down by your side. Okay, so if you want to, there's a few different variations you can add in here. So you could do the same thing, but you could pull the toe towards you first and then do that turn out. And you could do 5 like that. And another exercise you could then do is to push the toe away from you and then turn out here. And same again, you're going to think about your breathing, you're going to stay nice and tall. And this is really, really good for helping your alignment. In fact, I'll quickly explain why I'm getting you to do this to help you with your big toes. So, hopefully you can see this. The camera might not be far enough away. I hadn't planned to do this, but let's just go for it anyway. So, if you have a tendency to roll onto the side of your big toe, can you see that? That what's happening is that my knee is now pointing in that direction. So that, as I'm walking, is then going to pull my hip round in that direction with it as well. Now, to correct that, my rib cage is going to have to rotate on my pelvis this way, which then can cause problems for my shoulder and for my neck. And that's often caused, that rolling onto the side of your big toe, is if you've got narrow shoes. Because it pulls your toes in towards each other. So the elastic band is going to help to correct that. So you pull your toes a little bit, get that little bit of a stretch, but also when you're walking, I want you to think of pressing down onto the top of your big toe. And so immediately, as soon as I do that, that completely changes the alignment of my leg. So now, pressing down on the top of my big toe, my knee is straight, my hip is straight, and my shoulders are straight, and that could help with neck, back, any sorts of issues that you're having. Simply just press down on the top of your big toe and then add in your elastic band stretches as well, and you're away. Perfect. So that's why I'm getting you to do it. Enjoy, and as always, any questions or anything you want to ask, just get in touch.